Episode 92. It's a show about nothing. Did you hear about the guy who got hit in the head with a soda? Yeah, lucky for him it was a soft drink. And that was horrible. Alright, sit back, shut up, relax. It's time for the 10-Minute Off-Road Podcast. Hello, welcome to the 10-Minute Off-Road Podcast. I'm your host, Nikki G. I'm here to inform, entertain, and delight your ear holes with all things off-road for the next 10 minutes or so. Why 10 minutes? Because that's about how long it's going to take me to get the splinter out of my finger. Yeah, I'm really reaching the bottom of the barrel on those now. It started out as a fun shtick, but it's getting to be work trying to come up with some of that stuff. I'd like to remind everybody you can listen to 10 Minute Off-Road Podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Overcast, Breaker, Castbox, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, Stitcher, but not iHeartRadio or Pandora. Is Pandora even a thing anymore? I haven't heard it in a long time. You can try to contact the 10-Minute Off-Road Podcast at 10minuteoffroad@gmail.com. That's 10minuteoffroad@gmail.com. Or the best way to leave a comment for us is to just comment on one of our many YouTube videos. Or when I say ours, I mean mine. Because I am a one-man act here. I've been thinking about branching off and getting guests and co-hosts and stuff like that, but I do this thing so sporadically and off the cuff that I don't think it'll fit into anybody else's schedule. You can attempt to follow the 10-Minute Off-Road Podcast on all the social media platforms such as Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, but never TikTok. TikTok is a tool of the devil. I tried Rumble for a while, but I think Rumble was a fad that just kind of faded away, and there was one other platform. It was like Twitter. I can't think of what it was, so it wasn't that great. Alright, so all the legal mumbo-jumbo boilerplate stuff is out of the way. I should put in an ad for Anchor, which is now Spotify, which hosts this podcast for free, so I can put it to you for free. Alright, so I'm just sitting here. Had nothing to do, said let's record a podcast. I just press record, don't have anything prepared, don't even know what I'm going to talk about. I will start off by saying that I had a little shift of vehicles at the house. I still have my 96 Cherokee that I use mostly for off-road and stuff. I hardly ever drive it on the road or use it as a daily driver. My wife Wendy had a black 97 Cherokee, and she moved on to a better vehicle. She bought a Subaru. Yeah, I didn't know she was a lesbian. Actually, we bought the Subaru for my daughter, but my daughter took my truck from me, so my wife took the Subaru, and she gave me back my black 97. So now I am the proud owner of two Jeep Cherokees, or XJs. So I got my off-road one, and I got my daily driver one. I'm working on my daily driver one. I think I'm going to set it up for some like mild overland. It seems to be in better shape than the 96. It's a lot smoother riding because it still has stock suspension and everything on it. So yeah, I think I'm going to intend to put a mild, maybe 3-inch lift on it. I got a front bumper for it. I'm going to put some sliders and a rear bumper. I'm not too sure about... I do like the extra space I get from the tire rack on the back. They're kind of heavy, so I haven't decided what I'm going to do with that yet. But I have a rooftop tent. I'm going to throw it on the top, and I'm going to use it as a mild overlanding vehicle. Whenever I want to go somewhere that's not really rough roads, I'll take that. And then if I want to go to distances, when I say distance, I mean like 6-hour drives away. When I look at a 6-hour drive in my 96, that is like a nightmare. And when I do long trips like that, which I've done before, I break them up into 2 days. I drive 3 hours in the Cherokee, spend the night, drive another 3 hours. 6 hours in the 96 is just too much to ask for my dental work, meaning that it rattles out my fillings. So hopefully the 97, which still handles smooth and is a pleasure to drive, I'm going to try doing that. I've learned a lot building my 96, so there's a lot of mistakes I'm not going to do on the 97. Definitely not going to go higher than I need. And bigger tires. I think a nice set of 31-inch tires will get me everywhere I want to go. A 2-inch lift would probably be good enough. I think I might go 3. Nothing new has really changed since I recorded last podcast. Still plan on going to as much stuff as I can. Once a month, I want to go out and hang out with my friends, explore new places and camp. And once a month, I'd also like to go to some of these like static Jeep events that are really held in like parking lots and stuff. Just to get out and meet people. I feel like I've been cooped up too long. Coming up in February, it's January now. I think it's January 17th. Coming up in February, I'm going to do a little camping trip with some friends I haven't seen in a while. I haven't camped in a while. And so looking forward to that. And that's about it. Now, on a similar note, when I build this, as I'm building this 97, I am not going to carry all the stuff that I carry with me in my Jeep. And the 96, I have it pretty much stocked. I could hop in it and head out and survive for a couple of days, minus my tent and stuff. I've got all my camping gear already stocked in it. That's nice, but I don't think I'm going to do it on the 97. I think I'm just going to go modular, put stuff in tubs, and just when I get ready to go, just take out my tubs. I'm going to, tub for cold weather camping, warm weather camping, my basic camping gear, tools and spare parts. I'm not going to drive around with all the spare parts that I normally carry with me, although I recommend anybody who has a 4.0 to carry a T20 Torx wrench or screwdriver, however you want to describe it, and a throttle position sensor. It seems like I eat those things up. I think it has a lot to do with the hood vents letting water in, a small amount of water into the engine compartment. All right, so I think I filled up 10 minutes and I've rambled on long enough and I'm running out of things to say. And this is probably going to be a horrible, horrible podcast because it's all over the place. But that's who I am and that's how it goes. All right, till next time, this is Nicky G saying, "Will what you got and be happy."